sale value. 2016 JD Power highest quality ranking.
10 best, blah, blah, blah.
Only about 90 more to go. That's a lot of words.
Current select qualified competitive lessees can get this Chevy Cruze for around $119 a month, or find your tag to get $3,000 total cash allowance on select Cruze vehicles when you finance with GM Financial. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
It sounded like somebody threw a rock at glass.
Happening now on ABC 7 News at 11, an apartment fire sparks an investigation. Why crime scene tape popped up after the fire sent people scrambling to safety. Plus, outrage and confusion over the missing persons cases in D.C. Tonight, a look at the real numbers and how one local leader thinks he can help. Plus, taking a live look outside, grab an umbrella before you go. Josh has his eye on a little more rain that could slow down your Monday morning commute.
Now, ABC 7 News at 11, on your side.
Developing right now, one man is dead. A second is recovering after a double shooting in College Park. Thank you for joining us. I'm Kimberly Suiters. The double shooting happened at the Camden College Park Apartments. This is just across the parking lot from the popular IKEA on Route 1. Our Annalisa Gale talked to a neighbor who called for help.
A fight reported at the Camden College Park Apartments turned into a homicide investigation on Sunday afternoon around 4. Gerald Taylor called 911 after hearing commotion above his apartment.
I was in the building. In my hallway, I stepped on my apartment, smoking a cigarette in the hallway, and I heard a bunch of rumbling up top of steps. People started running down the steps, heard a bang on the second floor stairway, and heard somebody say, "Call 911, call 911." And I ran, because I don't know what was happening.
He later learned that a man was shot to death inside the apartment building, and a second person suffered non-life-threatening injuries.
What I feel is real messed up.
Taylor still remembers another murder investigation on the same street 2 years ago.
In the parking garage, the second parking garage right here.
So far, no arrests have been made in connection to the latest homicide investigation, and the victim has not been identified. In College Park, Annalisa Gale, ABC 7 News.
Tonight, a Prince George's County family struggling with their painful emotions after 15-year-old Dennis Taylor was gunned down last night. Police believe he may have been targeted. Friends say Taylor was walking to a cookout, but got a text message and then turned around. His family says, like most teens, he was not perfect, that he did get into some trouble, but they can't imagine who would want him dead.
I want to know what happened to him. What made them do that to him? He was only 15. I
don't know what to say. I have no words.
Police say they did find a gun.
Sad that he's gone.
Police did find a gun at the scene. Family members will hold a vigil for Dennis Taylor, known in the neighborhood as Chick, tomorrow night. Plenty of questions tonight about an apartment fire in Tacoma Park. Broken glass and crime scene tape left behind after investigators wrapped up. Cheryl Connor has the new information tonight.
I see like smoke coming from my neighbor's apartment.
Carissa Ballantyne ran downstairs to let the firefighters into her apartment building.
I run back to get my friend, and when I open the door, the smoke is so thick that I'm like, there's no way that we're getting out this way.
The fire started on the first floor of the Hillwood Manor Apartments in Tacoma Park around 4:15.
I'm like, we're up here. Like, please let us out. We're getting smoked up.
About 5 people had to be rescued. All of them were on the second floor. No one was transported to the hospital, but they were evaluated on scene. Ballantyne showed us video of the ladders going up to make the rescues. She is suspicious about what she heard.
It sounds as though somebody threw something into the house. Nobody was home. These people went to work. They had no candles in the house. They're telling us it's a crime scene. I know I heard something. We did. We heard something.
An investigator wearing a bomb squad shirt went into the building.
Fire and explosive investigators are here from Montgomery County Fire and Rescue. They are working to determine the cause and origin, but right now it's still under investigation.
It's likely the people who live in the apartment won't be able to stay there anytime soon. In Tacoma Park, Cheryl Connor, ABC 7 News.
So rain is possible when you wake up. Grab an umbrella before you head out the door. Let's get the first look at the forecast with meteorologist Josh Knight. How much rain, Josh?
Not too much, Kimberly, and that's the good news. Most of our Monday is going to be pretty dry. Some of that rain starting to move in now for us, though. So as we take a look, WeatherBug, National Harbor still dry, but we switch over to Rockville, where we are at Montgomery College. You can see some of that mist in the air, and temperature actually still down to 42. But taking a look here, satellite and radar, we're kind of stuck right in the battleground here. This chilly air mass that took over all day long, but this more mild air down off to our southwest. That is going to push through tonight, allowing temperatures to rise overnight, but also bringing some rain with it. As we zoom in, you can see a few of those light showers now closer to Fairfax, just working their way into D.C. as well, up through Frederick and closer to Gaithersburg, down toward Manassas also. So just some light rain right now, but I want to fast forward to tomorrow morning. This is at 6 a.m. and you'll notice it's not rain for everybody, but just kind of these scattered showers that push across the area. So probably just enough that it is going to make for a little bit longer commute and kind of get things going for your Monday morning.